The main thing I've been talking about and emphasizing since the beginning of camp is consistency. We have a lot of young guys. We have one senior in our group. Everybody else is a first, second-year guy running around there. If they go the right way, they know their assignments, they're pretty good. But when they don't know their assignments and they're busting and they're thinking, they play slow, they're not running off the football, and it hurt their play overall. So my big emphasis was really just consistency, knowing your assignments, going the right way, doing the right rep, taking the right step on every single snap. This year we've got some young guys, like I said earlier, that are stepping up and starting to be able to do that. Jeremy Salmon is that type of kid that can line up in the slot and run routes for us. He has good hands, he attacks the football. He's just inexperienced in route running right now. We coach him up on that. You're going to see him as a dual threat in the run game and in the pass game. We also have Carlton Childs out of the backfield. We haven't had a true fullback in a couple years. In 2011, we utilized a fullback quite a bit. This year, in the last couple years, we haven't because of Carlton, quite frankly, has been injured. He's back, he's full go, he looks real good coming out of the backfield, and we're able to do a lot of play action and stretch the field vertically that way too. He's what we would say a B, a true fullback. He's the type of guy you're going to see that when we line up in 21 personnel with one tight end and two backs in the backfield, he's going to be that guy in the backfield. He's going to be, kicking out in power, cutting off the backside in zone, running play action out of the backfield, pass protection. He also is very instrumental on all of our special teams too. He might start on every special team this year. He's that type of kid. The next kid that I have that played last year when Justin got hurt in the middle of the year is Sean Reese. He's from Monticello, New York. He's the most experienced in my group other than Carlton Childs. He started 3 games for us last year, like I said, when Justin went down, and he kind of came into his own a little bit in the spring. He's been struggling a little bit with a back injury that slowed him down a little bit, but when he's healthy and full go, he is more of an H-back than a Y. I guess you would say he's more of a guy that can line up in the slot and motion in the backfield and play fullback. He can line up a backside tight end, cut off the backside for us, but also release and run some routes. The other guy we have is Max Andrews. He's from John Baps right here locally and from Bangor, Maine. He's what we call a true Y. He's an extra offensive lineman. He can line up next to a tackle, and it's like having another tackle man. We can set the edge when we're running outside zone. We can set the edge when we're running power. He can help us out in the pass game and short stuff and play action wise. If we're play action and throwing the ball down the field, I want him in pass protecting because he's like having an extra guy on the field that way. And then I have 2 other kids in my group that redshirted last year, Jason Siminovich from Pennsylvania and Michael Sutt from Pennsylvania. Jason Siminovich has really grown. Last year he was the type of kid that came to us that was weak and stiff, and he's done a nice job over the summer working on his mobility and his speed, and he's really done a nice job adding depth to the position. He's the type of kid that if we had an injury with one of those first 4 guys, he could step in and play a backup role and step in and play on if we were in the goal line and hammer personnel with 2 tight ends and 2 backs. He could do that for us. And the last kid, like I said, Michael Supp, again, the kid from Pennsylvania. He's a kid that's tall, lengthy, just never really hit the weight room like he needed to. Put on a good 10 pounds of muscle in the off season. He's just a little too weak right now. He still needs another year. His technique is coming along. His effort's there. His discipline's there. It's just the fact that he's getting outmanned by some of the other players that he's blocking because they're just so much physically stronger than him. But overall, you're going to see the big skill group being utilized a lot more this year. In the last 2 years, you've seen 1 on the field. Usually it was Justin Perillo. This year, because we have the depth, because some of these guys are some of our better players on offense, you're going to see us utilize a lot of 2 tight end packages, a lot of 21 personnel with a fullback and a tight end. You're going to see us line up and hammer with 2 tight ends and a fullback in the backfield, and we're going to run the football some. We have the weapons to do that. We haven't in the years past, so you're going to see more of that this year.